Installation of Roxtec KFO 6x1. To install the Roxtec KFO 6x1, you need the sealing modules, the frame parts, a compression unit, the stay plates, and the lubricant. Use the frame to mark the holes in the wall. The wall thickness when using this frame must be 5 to 8 millimeters. Warm up the lubricant stick in your hand and then lubricate the holes and the inner surfaces of both frame parts. Insert the nuts in one of the halves of the frame. Place the frame part in position with the help of a bolt at the top of the frame. Place the nuts in the holes of the other frame half and position it on the other side of the wall. Insert and tighten all the bolts to a maximum torque of 14 Newton meters. Lubricate the inside of the frame. Be sure to lubricate the corners. Feed the cables through the frame opening. Adapt the modules to the right cable diameter by removing layers from each half. It is important that there is a 0.1 to 1 millimeter gap between the module halves when fitting the cable. Peel off each layer until the module fits perfectly. Lubricate all the modules thoroughly on both the inside and the outside faces. Insert the modules, starting with the largest module first. Place a stay plate on top of every finished row of modules and continue to fill the packing space with cables, modules, and stay plates. Before installing the final row of modules, it is necessary to insert the two remaining stay plates. Install the final row of modules between the stay plates. Finish the installation with the Roxtec wedge. Make sure the bolts are loose and be sure that the marked side of the wedge is facing the stay plate. Lubricate and insert the wedge. Tighten the bolts alternately until stop, or to a maximum torque of 20 Newton meters. The wedge will compress and seal the transit, and the excess lubricant will be squeezed out.
The Roxtec wedge clip is included in the wedge kit. Install the wedge according to the assembly instructions. The clip can only be attached when the screws of the wedge are tightened to full stop. The purpose of the clip is to verify that the wedge is properly installed and tightened.
Reinstallation. It is easy to add a new cable. Turn the two screws counterclockwise until stop, and then remove the wedge. Lift the upper stay plate and take out a spare module, and feed the cable through the frame. Adapt the module to the right cable diameter, and make sure that there is a 0.1 to 1 millimeter gap. Lubricate thoroughly and then reinstall the module. Lubricate the Roxtec wedge and insert it into the frame. Tighten the bolts until stop.
The Roxtec wedge clip is included in the wedge kit. Install the wedge according to the assembly instructions. The clip can only be attached when the screws of the wedge are tightened to full stop. The purpose of the clip is to verify that the wedge is properly installed and tightened.
Roxtec KFO 6x1 Open Solution. The Roxtec KFO 6x1 frame can easily be installed with existing cables. Separate both the frames into two parts. Warm up the lubricant in your hand and lubricate all connecting surfaces thoroughly. Reassemble the frame parts around the cables, making sure that the countersunk holes are visible. Lubricate the frame surfaces that will come in contact with the wall and insert one of the frame halves through the hole. Insert all the nuts and bolts and tighten to a maximum torque of 14 Newton meters.